I have heard so much about Chappell Roan, and of course it piqued my curiosity. She's been on my radar for a little bit now, and I think I've heard like that one line from that one song, the hot to go, the H-O-T-T-O-G-O, which I thought for a long time said H-O-T-T-O-T-O, and I was like, what is hototo? So I'm pretty excited to just like be in the know. I feel like everyone is aware of something that I'm not, and that can't be. It needs to change, so it's Ms. Roan time. Before we start though, I thought I'd let you know that I upload some uncut versions of my reactions over on Patreon. You can also hear me swear fully uncensored over there if that's your thing. There's a link in the description below, as well as a link to my Discord server, which you should join. I would love to see you there. Please also follow me on Instagram. I barely post over there, like maybe like a couple times a year, but that's fine. I just want more followers, so go inflate my numbers, please, because that's what validates me. I'm just being honest, okay? The first song for today is called Red Wine Supernova. I also just want to mention that I feel like Chappell has been just hyped up like crazy to me, so I'm gonna try to come into this with like a subdued perspective. I don't want to have huge expectations and then be disappointed, but also, just so you know, here on my channel sometimes, you know, I say some things that I don't like about songs. Please don't be upset. It doesn't mean that I don't like them or hate everything. I just like being unbiased and giving you guys my true reaction. So I'm ready for some wine. I don't like red wine though, but that's cool. All right, so we're all about magic already. It's a cute aesthetic. Oh man, I always appreciate when we get some lyrics. That is like a really nice overall sound. I like the kind of like buried vocals. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like singers put too much emphasis on their vocals to the point that they don't really like blend in, but here they're kind of like mixed in, and some of the instruments even feel like they have more priority. Oh, right. I thought you were saying put her canine teeth in, not in the neck. Being scared of that as well, or like nervous about it. She's so hypnotized. That's a cool line, like falling in love with the thought of you, not necessarily the person themselves, but maybe falling in love with the idea of you, not like that specific person, or also maybe even idealizing the new experience or the unknown experience. Sounds like a good build already. Curious how this is gonna hit. Oh, it's like a same melody. Oh, I thought that was a pre-chorus. It's like part of the chorus. That's a really pleasant voice. I really like this here. Long hair, no bra, that's what. I do love, literally as I was gonna say, that I love how open and honest she's being, like, especially because the song is so explicitly sapphic, and I feel like we don't get that enough. You know, so often when it comes to queer people, we have to like almost tone down parts of ourselves and our sexuality. So it is nice and refreshing to hear someone like unabashedly do this. It reminds me of the attitude and approach that Lil Nas has. Baby, I will, 'cause I really... I mean, yeah, you don't need another reason, right? Oh, she gets a top hat too. It's actually so cute too, even though it's a bit like more explicit than I expected. The upwards run is lovely. I can't tell if this lady is like curious or like horrified. Like, is she a representation of people who are against it or repressed desires? I also like that they're just like having a whole bunch of fun together. Oh. Almost rap. Oh, God. Sorry, that reference just took me off guard. Would not have expected someone to reference toys like that specifically. Although maybe I should have given her vibe already. I like the change of the rhythm too. Oh. Okay, so she is like the anti. Turn it around. I really like that it's all being portrayed so fun. That's cute. Like, not just, I don't know, here's a crazy sexy time. It's a fun sexy time. Okay. Turning her into a rabbit at the end was strange. I kind of like it. It's just not how you think that music video would end. Yeah, I mean, so far I'm on board. I think that song had like among the lowest views of the songs I've seen of hers. So I'm very curious what the sound of her popular songs are like. This next song has a very interesting title, and it's part of why I added it on here, because I need to know what's going on. It's called My Kink is Karma. Even get like a title card. Okay, that's a different sound already. This is, yeah, definitely a more sad sound. I'm very curious how she's going to approach a breakup song. So, wait, why is she taking it out on this other person? Oh, unless that's like the person who left. She's just like trying to deal with the other person moving on too. I feel like, interestingly, at least so far, the sound of these has kind of gone against what's gotten popular recently. I mean, a lot of these trends come and go in music, but I feel like we're kind of in the space where just like less lyrics or a more minimalist style of lyrics, but hers are so wordy. There's so much going on in such a small space. People say I'm jealous, but my kink is watching you. Oh, I get it. Right, she's reveling in this idea that the person's life is worse off without her in it. People say I'm jealous, but my kink is watching you. These visuals are so strange. People say I'm jealous, but my kink is I mean, interesting. I can't tell exactly how I'm meant to interpret this, because it feels like the implication is people say I'm jealous, but I'm not. But you're saying how much you think of them, so clearly you're not over them. So maybe you are jealous. But I'm not sure if Chappell wants me to interpret it that way, as in like, oh, people say I'm jealous, but I'm not, I swear. But like, obviously she is jealous, and what, in denial? Or if she's saying genuinely, I'm not jealous, I'm just enjoying what's happening to you. Oh my god. And the implication is the other person's doing worse? When you have a meltdown in the front of your house and you're getting kicked out, it's hot. I feel like this person is kind of a representation of the other person in the breakup. Like she's observing and interacting with this person in kind of like a metaphorical way. That's I haven't really paid attention much to the beat. I've been listening to a lot of lyrics, but like, I really like the big, I don't even know what you call them. The big like, whams. It's interesting because parts of her beats feel minimalist, even if her lyrics are a lot more intense. It feels like her vocals are kind of what carry the songs, even though the way they're mixed is kind of like, it's quite interesting. It doesn't put them as necessarily always the focal point. People say I'm jealous, but my kink is cool. She does have a great range too. Those high notes work really well. When you're going through hell and you're hating. And here's a minimalist version of that same chorus too. Getting me off, it's high. Wow, why is this uncomfortable? Oh God, oh God. See, she's saying it's, yeah, I think she is struggling, and this is maybe like the way she's coping with it. Oh, this is the first time this dude has like reacted to her, right? That's interesting. Why the change? Did she miss, or did she hit him? Oh, like making him fall back in love? Wow. Look, I know I'm throwing out a bunch of interpretations and thoughts, and I'm sure that some of them are probably wrong, maybe silly, but I do really enjoy when songs and music videos just make me think about this stuff, really make me question and engage with what's going on and seeing what I can make of it. And what's funny is I'm realizing that while I do enjoy the sound of the songs, that isn't really like my favorite part of this so far. My favorite part is like thinking about the meaning and like engaging with the music video and the song as a whole. I'm wondering if that's going to continue, because the next song is called Hot to Go. Hot to Go dance. Didn't know that there was actually a dance. That's cute. Oh. They're like spelling it. Take me hot to go. Oh. I like the behind the scenes footage. 5, 6, 5. Does it feel like a cheerleader song? Wow, not the sound I was ready for. The grandparents awkwardly shuffling is adorable. Wow, this kind of like throws back to old diva sounds. I love hearing people have realistic goals. I mean, maybe you want total world domination, but look, just start with your city. Be like Doofenshmirtz, all right? Just go for the Tri-City area. This feels meta. Oh, wow, that's again way faster than I was ready for. This is just such a strange style of music to me, and I don't know what to make of her. I feel like we could totally get some really high notes here. I mean, maybe this is an incorrect interpretation, but part of the lyricism and the way this is shot makes me feel like it's kind of about being performative, or at least being performative in like your sexuality, how people expect you to be, especially being like, oh, call me hot, not pretty. Maybe that has something to do with what you see as the ideal way for other people to perceive you, whether it's because what you want intrinsically or because of like what it can get you to be perceived that way, or what other people expect of you, especially when it comes to like show business, the music industry, and objectification. Oh. Yeah, like, I try not to care, but it hurts my feelings. That does sound like it plays into that. So you'd sleep with... Oh, it's possible that I'm just experiencing some confirmation bias right now and fitting everything into this idea that I have, but even changing those lyrics to like, I made it so you'd sleep with me, it kind of feels like, hey, there's this pressure or expectation to make something marketable through my sex appeal. Yeah, this is I still don't know if it's a I guess it is a chorus here, but it's a strange sound. I'm out here being like, oh, why does it seem like a cheerleader song? I think that's the point. They're literally even expelling. And she's got a cheerleader outfit. Oh my God, I'm so silly. I mean, I kind of like these weird bridges with half rap. Yeah, I was hoping there would be a sustained layer. It's nice. It just seems like everyone's happy to be there. It's cute. Is she gonna hit it again higher? I can hear it. I can feel it. Well, she is just kind of flowing on a run. Such an interesting thing. Here's the really fun and fascinating thing about this music for me is that's not a song that I would typically listen to. It's not like I'd complain if someone put it on. It's just not the kind of sound I usually seek out. But in saying that, it almost makes it like more fun to try to deconstruct this, and having this consistent underlying feeling that there's just a deeper meaning to everything also quite hooks me in, especially when there's a music video and everything. So I'm really interested in this next song. It's actually the last song I'm gonna listen to because it's not a music video, it's just a lyric video. So there's gonna be a lot less for me to be distracted by, at least. It is, of course, Good Luck Babe. Is that Comic Sans? Why does this feel like a Jack Stauber video? Am I crazy? It's fine. Literally like a Jack Stauber video. You can say that we ain't nothing, but you know the truth. Like throw it away, but I know you're lying? Is that... Oh, I've heard this little TikTok sound. The mouths are so terrifying. They're using the Shutterstock thing, that's funny. Oh. I could be reading into this again. I gotta stop saying that. Like, have confidence in your views and your interpretations, Matthew. Given what she's saying, like, make a new excuse, you don't want to call it love, you can get 100 boys. I'm feeling like who she's singing to is a woman who is denying her own sexuality. And further, it's kind of like showing the impact that has on her. Oh, it's like, good luck with all that, okay? Yeah, right, so like you're not gonna be able to deny those, like you might be able to repress them, but it's probably temporary. Who cares? It's a sexually explicit... Is this still from the perspective of Chappell? Yeah, and it's like she has to keep going through that. Oh yeah, so it's the other... Oh. I mean, maybe I was wrong, but like it felt like that was a perspective shift. The sad face. This is so silly. I love it. I really like the high-pitched layers too. It kind of gives this really almost abstract and like, I don't know, kind of detached feeling. I like it. It's also fun how that's like at least a little bit condescending. Whoa, that is trippy. She's keeping with her trend of like weird britches. Yeah. Yeah, totally. She is totally like denying herself, right? It's like almost this intense encouragement to accept herself. Wow, she is belting those high notes in the background. It's so strong and powerful, those backing vocals too. Such a strange aesthetic, but I love it. Oh, is that slowing? It's slowing the tempo, that's so weird. Well, that's unnerving. Oh. Whoa, like a whole change? Oh my God. That ending was so strange, but I loved it. After all of that, I feel like I just have to say that kind of took me off guard. I don't know. Again, it's so interesting that even if that sound isn't something that I would usually gravitate to, I've genuinely been enjoying discovering all this meaning and trying to understand and interpret that. And also, like, what's interesting is even though before I was saying, oh, maybe this is incorrect, maybe I have a wrong interpretation, I kind of feel like maybe that's the point. Like, there are a couple of different ways you can interpret some of those lyrics across those songs. And at the end of the day, I always love when artists make some weird choices. Like, that lyric video was so whack, but I love that, and I feel like it brings its own unique energy to the song. Also, I hope you all don't hate me. I hope it's not a controversial opinion, but my favorite song was Red Wine Supernova. I know it was the first one I listened to, but damn, it stuck with me. I really liked that sound. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I really appreciate you being here, and I'll see you next time.